everybody. I'm here today with the amazing Sunnie Brook.
Hey guys.
She's one of my dear friends and my favorite hairstylist.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Thank you.
Well, I mean, look at her hair. I mean, how could you not? So she is today going to show us how to do what I think is a basic that everyone should have in sort of their toolkit with hair, which is just a kick-ass basic blowout. And so for a basic blowout, what are some of the pitfalls that people usually fall into, and like what are you going to show us today?
I think a lot of times people learn how to blow out their hair from their hairdresser, so when their hairdresser does it on them. But what I like to do is teach my clients how to be able to do it at home by themselves. So I'm going to be doing it on Claire, but the technique and steps that I like to apply, you can do at home as well. So what we're going to be doing is using a flat vented brush to kind of create volume and using gravity as your friend. So really tilting your head to kind of get that build in the volume, and then just using a little bit of the round brush on the end. So really not having to work super hard, letting gravity and your tools do the effort for you.
This is awesome. I love it. It's like a sneaky blowout.
Yeah.
I need this help because usually I just like fall asleep with my hair wet and then it's dry the next morning and then I just curling iron it, which is like...
That's a good technique too.
I know, but
you don't get as much pickup on the top.
Exactly, and I get flyaways like nobody's business. So I'm really excited about learning how to look like chic and very sleek, and it's gonna be wonderful. Ooh, all right, let's get started. So I feel my hair is damp. It's like, I'd say it's 80% dry right now, right?
Yeah, I would say you're about 70% dry.
But I guess we don't want to start with like sopping wet hair.
Yeah, you want to start with damp hair before you apply product.
Okay. So what products are we putting in today?
Okay, so we're going to start with a volumizing foam, thickening foam by Bumble. So what we're going to do is we're going to apply this in our hands.
I used to do that with all of my moms, like back in the 80s. She had tons of mousse, and that would be my favorite thing to
Did you ever try to eat it? I did that.
Oh, I think I probably did that.
Okay, so the key with this is you're going to apply it to the roots, because that's where we want to create lift and volume. And so starting with the application in the front.
So how does mousse work?
Well, it depends on what's in the ingredients, but this one in particular has a thickening agent. So what it does is it goes in and like your hair is kind of like, if you think about it more like wood, it has cracks and areas where you can fill in products. So this goes in and fills in those cracks and kind of expands them. So it's like an umbrella, like your umbrella kind of has an opening and then you put stuff in it and the umbrella gets bigger.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And depending on what kind of hair you have, so if you had a finer density of hair, you wouldn't need as much, but Claire has very dense hair and needs a lot of product. And if you had very processed hair, you maybe wouldn't need as much product because your hair naturally has the ability to thicken up just by the blow dryer getting in there and opening the cuticle. And then we're gonna apply some in the back of the hair, in the crown area. So these are the areas where we really wanted to create some volume and lift in Claire's hair and also give a bit of hold. She has naturally wavy hair, so her hair is naturally going to hold the curl that I put in it. And if I didn't do this and I just blow dried your hair and then curled it, what's going to happen in a couple hours is your hair is going to go flat and you're not going to get that all day hold. Okay, and then we're going to take the brush and just brush through that. Okay, and then because the ends are a bit more dry and damaged, we don't really need to open up the cuticle anymore. So what I'm gonna do is dress the ends with sort of a leave-in cream and an anti-frizz cream, because Claire knows she gets frizzies very easily, especially in hot weather.
Yes.
So I'm gonna use this product called Milk by Reverie. And we're just going to, oops, do you wanna grab that? Just apply that just to the ends, not the roots because then the hair is going to go oily, but just on the ends where we need to kind of smooth that cuticle down.
And you were telling me a little bit about this product before we were shooting, but it sounds amazing. Like we could use this as hand lotion.
Yeah, it has 16 essential oils in it, so you can use it on your skin. It's organic, all natural. It's made in Los Angeles. I'm obsessed with it. I'm kind of like,
You're like a fangirl.
I have it like on the plane and I put all my elbows in my hands. I'm totally a fangirl about it. I don't know why. Well, I know why, because it works. That's why. Okay, so now we're gonna get into the blow dry part of this look, and what we're gonna do is really use gravity to help us. So when you're at home doing this on yourself, if you wanna tilt your head to the right and to the left. That's gonna really elevate the sides of your hair and create that volume and lift that you need, especially if you have long mermaid hair like Claire. And I'm gonna also be using a vented brush, and that's just gonna kind of allow the air to pass through the brush and lift those roots as we're blow drying and creating that lift.
This is where the magic happens.
Yeah. All right, so we've finished we've pretty much done the whole entire blow dry, and now we're just gonna do the last section in the front.
I can feel the volume.
You've got big hair now.
Oh my God, wait, can I see?
Yeah, here's the mirror.
Oh my God, it works. Like
Yeah.
volume up the wazoo, that is crazy. Oh my God. Well, okay, so now we have my hair like mostly dry and super duper voluminous. What's next?
Yeah, so we're about 90% dry, and you can see like the product definitely gave her the volume and the technique. So what we're gonna do is we gotta finish the 10%, but we wanna use a little more control. So what you're gonna do is take your hair into 3 sections with clips. And depending on how much hair you have will depend on how many sections you need. And we're gonna save the parting for the last afterwards. And you can use hair ties if you don't have any clips. But the key is to not section your hair too tightly, because then you're gonna create a wave or crease. And it's okay if your partings aren't perfect. It doesn't have to be. And I try not to clip the ones in the front because sometimes the clips will show by creating little dents in the hair. So if you can avoid that, that's great. So these back sections, what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually clip these up out of the way so we can get underneath the hair and work on the sides. If you have really kinky curly hair in the front or around your hairline here, you wanna start blow drying that first, and especially this top area, and get that under control rather than starting in the back. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a round brush, and this is a metal base, so what it's gonna do is kind of heat up and control these ends and give me a bit of bend, but also smooth out the frizzies. So when you're doing this at home on yourself, you don't have to lift your arms high, you can just kind of keep the elevation kind of low. Okay, so once your section is dry, you're gonna put the blow dryer on cool, and that's gonna add shine and smooth out the cuticle of the hair. So most blow dryers have a little button that will make the hair cold. So go ahead and do that. Okay, and we're just gonna continue doing that around the head.
It's done.
Yay!
It looks so beautiful. And it feels amazing. I mean, it feels like I literally lost weight.
That's an amazing, wow. That's a good trick.
I know, fastest diet plan ever. I get a really great blowout. And then you feel like you lost 3 pounds.
It actually can make you look smaller in photos.
Really?
Bigger hair, smaller frame.
There we go. Yeah. That's my plan moving forward.
Bigger
and bigger hair. Well, this was great, and I mean, I feel like also very doable, and this is a fantastic base for other looks. Like you can build on top of this.
Yeah, you could definitely do this blowout and then build your look over the next couple days, for sure.
Yeah.
Like tomorrow you could wave your hair, and then the 3rd day you could pony your hair.
Totally, no, I love it. Well, thank you so much for coming by and showing me how, like all the tips and tricks for getting the perfect blowout. This was so much fun. And make sure to check out Sunnie's amazing YouTube channel. The link is right below, and her awesome Instagram. I love the photos you take.
Thank you.
They're so fun.
Thanks.
All right, cool. Well, thanks so much, guys.
Bye.
Bye.